Let's pass you get. All right. EFF.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Over the past year in this House, the EFF sent a strong warning to the government to never default to mandatory vaccination, especially having after noted the government's imminent failure in mainstreaming tenets of primary healthcare, prevention and education as the answer to the crisis of misinformation for vaccine hesitancy. This advice by the EFF to the government was fortunately adhered to by the African National Cowards, an important position because the government was already flirting with Big Pharma Johnson & Johnson and monopolized the vaccine industry for the benefit of Ramaphosa's friends who bully him like he's a child at our own expense. To date, in South Africa, we do not have the liberty to choose from a variety of vaccines.
Honorable member, just hang on. Yes, honorable member.
I'm rising on Rule 85. The members just said that the Johnson & Johnson are the friends of the president, and it has done that thing for his benefit.
Yes, honorable member, you know you can't make such a statement without substantiation. So please withdraw it and then proceed.
I said for the benefit of Ramaphosa's friends. It's a political statement.
Honorable member.
I've said this before countless of times in Parliament. I'm able to say for the benefit of Ramaphosa's friends.
Honorable member, you are imputing ill motives to the president and it's not acceptable. Please withdraw it so that we proceed. So that you proceed. Thank you.
Withdrawn. Who bully him like he is a child at our own expense? To date in South Africa, we do not have the liberty to choose from a variety of vaccines, which vaccine we want, like in other countries, because Ramaphosa was bullied and is too scared to take the country into confidence or, in the very least, stand up for himself because he cannot stand up for us. However, this has not stopped universities, the private sector, and the public higher education sector to operate in silos as if this country has no leadership, by excluding the children of this land from accessing their right to education because they refuse to take Bill Gates' jab. We call on the President Ramaphosa to, in the very least, as a president, to stop public universities like the University of Johannesburg, Rhodes, and others from abusing and stealing education from the youth with weak creative takes that disempower freedoms, empower Johnson & Johnson, and see them operate in a state of exception as if this country is lawless and leaderless. Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much. ANC.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, on Monday, the 21st February, 2022, President Cyril Ramaphosa, a real commander-in-chief of the South African Defence Force, not the artificial one in red, officiated on an annual Armed Forces Day at Babaton and Mbombela in Mpumalanga, Armed Forces Day to commensurate.
Just read. You are so young, you can't read. Read.
To commemorate the worst naval tragedy in the country's history.
Honorable member, what are you raising on? Just hold on, honorable member. Please take your seat. Yes, what are you raising on?
The artificial red.
Speaker, Parliament provided all members with printers. Are the ANC members not using their printers? They're reading from their cell phones.
No one must be left behind. Don't laugh, please.
Honorable Speaker.
Go ahead, honorable member.
The mission is accomplished. He wanted you to laugh. The sinking of the troop ship SS Mendy in the English Channel on the 21st February 1917. More than 600 SA Native Labour Corps troops drowned when the ill-fated troop ship was struck by the SS Darrow.
Speaker, indeed, I would concur with Honourable Ms. Whitfield that they want transparency, as we do want transparency about the abuser of the leader of the DA in this province, who happens to be MEC, who has abused women. Yes, he has abused women. Please call them in the office as interns and get on top of them. I'm calling on DA women and mothers to stand up on this one and don't put politics on this one. And please defend the weak, defend the women, those that have been abusing the name of them getting the work.
You missed the memo. You missed the memo.
Secondly, Chairperson, the police, I don't know why it took so long to realize that they're doing the good work. By the way, what they did at Rosenville is much smaller than what they did in Midrand late last year, where they arrested 25 of these guys and gunned down 5 of them. This was the third one after Donville, so one must be very comfortable with the police doing very work when it comes to this hard one, including what they did yesterday morning in Delmas to those, again, who were trying to do havoc there. But also, the special team that is dealing with the kidnapping is doing very well. Is arresting the kidnappers, including those that from Vereeniging, that it took only 3 days, and they arrested 7 of them, those that were wanting ransom. At least, if you can clap for the police on this one, for the good job that they are, for the good job that we are doing. So we congratulate the police.
Deputy Speaker.
What has been raised?
Deputy Speaker.
What has been raised by the Mr. Olomisa, General Olomisa, is something that we are looking at,
Deputy
something
Speaker.
that we are working at.
What are you raising on, Honorable Member? Hold on, Minister. Yes?
Deputy Speaker, why are we cheering the minister?
No, Honorable Member.
Job and the police for doing their
Honorable
job?
Member,
Why are we cheering them for doing their job?
take your seat. That's not a point of
To
order.
catch people. They
Take
have
your
time
seat.
to catch criminals.
Just take your
They
seat.
have to come and
Say,
cheer them here.
say, play still there, asseblief,
No, you
man.
don't speak to me like that.
No, take your seat, Honorable Member. You are out of order. In the first place, there is no rule that allows you to do what you are doing. You have no basis to do that. So just take your seats and be comfortable for a short while. You'll be home soon.
I'll never be comfortable with an
Minister,
ANC government.
Minister,
Never.
please go ahead. Finish.
Chairperson,
You've got a-
Deputy Speaker, I don't want to be chaired. I said chair for the members of the South African Police, not me. I don't want to be chaired. I don't want anybody cheering me on this one. Cheer the members of the South African Police who are doing the beautiful job. On the organ issue of dealing with the transnational crimes, yes, the organ is working. The ministers are meeting of police in these areas, including the head of the police dealing with these matters. As you see that the criminals are becoming blatant and crossing the borders, especially Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique, and Lesotho. But we are handling that together to make sure that we respond. Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Speaker, point of order.
Yeah, sorry, Honorable Member. What's the point of
When
order?
we started the sitting, you requested us to keep our masks on and only remove it when we are speaking. Member Paulsen has permanently been removing and not having his mask on in defiance of that of the rules which you have actually outlined. And I was just raising that because we can't have a member who doesn't follow what is actually what we are supposed to be doing in the House.
Okay. Sustained. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Point of order, Deputy Speaker.
Point of order, Chair.
Honorable Paulson. Honorable.
I'm not complaining about him showing me a first. It's fine. We'll meet outside. We'll meet outside.
Honorable Paulson. Honorable Paulson. No. Order, honorable members, order. Order, honorable members. You can't be making. No, honorable member. In the first place, I never gave you a right to speak.
These old men are threatened.
Can
I want you to remember they threatened first.
Honorable member.
They threatened first. They must remember that.
Honorable member.
You only threatened me once. After that.
I think, Honorable Paulson, I think you owe the House a little bit of respect. Don't speak. I haven't given you a chance to speak. Don't speak, and I will not allow you to speak. You owe Honorable members, you can't
On
be
a point
screaming
of
like
order,
that in the
Deputy
House.
Speaker.
No,
On a point of
honorable
order,
members
Deputy
at the back
Speaker.
there. Can you stop that, please, man?
On a point of order, Deputy Speaker.
Yes, go ahead, Honorable Natasha.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, it's really unparliamentary. First of all, let me start with the Honorable Hope. Right behind him, the guy was not wearing his mask, or the member was not wearing his mask. That's why they are saying sweep first in front of your door before you go and sweep at another person's door. So he must learn that concept. And then secondly, Honorable Speaker, there are two old men threatening the Honorable Nazir Paulsen. They must stop with that attitude on threatening our members. We'll not threaten them. We will action very fast. And they mustn't attempt doing
Honorable members, be careful the language you are using. You shouldn't be doing that in the first place. Two wrongs don't make a right. None of you must be behaving as you do right now. It's not in order, and I expect you otherwise. Can you allow us to proceed with the House proceedings, please? And stop what you're doing.
I called a point of order earlier on.
What are you raising on, Honorable Member? I've ruled on the matter.
No, it's not on the matter, on this matter, because Honorable Ntlangwini has attended on this matter. But I wanted to say, Deputy Speaker, we have said to all of us when we speak here, especially using our gadgets, it must be quiet. The honorable member was a minister. When he was speaking, when he was responding here, we can hear his kids behind. Can you also make sure that all of us, we follow the same rules?
That's the rule. That's the rule. There's no problem with that. We should always attend to that. But when things like that happen, no one plans them. So I hope that we will attend to it generally. It's not a problem that we should continue to have. Honorable members, I requested that we proceed.